Hello, this is Lady Boulay, and I hope you're having a wonderful day. Thank you for your support. Thank you for subscribing to the channel. Thank you for your comments, and thank you for your thumbs up. Thank you for all you do to support the channel. And yes, we are commanded to love one another, whether we want to or not, or whether we agree with each other or not. And today, let's talk about how Black people feel about each other. Now, I am a Black American, an African descended Black American. I want to make that clear because some Black Americans are saying now that they don't have any African ancestry, but I do. I have African ancestry on both sides of my family. They came through the slave trade. They were slaves in Alabama and Mississippi, but they came from Africa, wherever our people came from in Africa. My people came from Africa on the slave ship, and they stayed the whole time in the South. Harriet Tubman didn't rescue us. My family did the whole 9 yards. They did the whole thing in Alabama and Mississippi. So that's my background. So this video is about how Black people feel about each other, but I'm not going to talk about how I feel about Black people. I'm going to let somebody else say it.
This is the ideal representation of South Africa. This is what, every time a South African looks in the mirror, this is what you see.
Oh, it's not just South Africa that wants that to be their representation. It's a lot of Africa. See, the one thing I love about TikTok is that people be coming out here and telling all on themselves, okay? I'm starting to see why y'all have so much energy, and I'm talking about Africans, why y'all got so much energy for Black Americans, because y'all don't even have control in y'all's nations that y'all are so proud to come from. Example A.
So I think this guy is Black American and Korean, but he has the personality, the attitude, and the sentiment of a Black American. And he's always pointing out things that people find critical about Black Americans that he finds critical about them, which is why his videos to me are amusing. But this time he's talking about South Africans and how they hate other Black people, but they like the white people, the people that had them colonized and in apartheid for about what, 60 or 90 or however many years they had apartheid over there. And the guy at the beginning of the video is a Nigerian. And you know, the Nigerians and the South Africans have a little thing going on. So that's what made the video interesting to me. But anyway, let's continue.
Y'all steady mo over there online trying to argue with Black Americans all day, and y'all don't even like each other. I mean, this is why y'all bullied this girl out of being the damn Miss South Africa, because she's a Black girl from another Black country. And y'all just keep proving my point that Africans, y'all are the true originators of Black on Black crime, because y'all bullied this Black girl. And it's not like she was trying to be Miss anything of a country that was not already Black. But the thing is, she was trying to be Miss Black whatever in a country where everybody's Black, but they hate each other. They rather have 7% of their population represent them than actual Black people. Y'all sit here and say, oh, see, Black people like this in other African countries are ruining our country. But yet, this woman ain't. This woman isn't either.
Yes, I want to back up and talk about the Black girl that the South Africans didn't want to be Miss South Africa because one of her parents, I think it was her mother, was from Zimbabwe and her father was from Nigeria. But she was a beautiful girl. but they did not want her to represent South Africa. But they were fine with a white girl who was South African representing South Africa. Now, that's something for them, but that was the situation. That's what he's talking about. This beautiful black girl, the South Africans did not want her to represent South Africa, even though she was born in South Africa and even though her parents are black. They did not want her to represent South Africa as Miss South Africa.
So it's okay if y'all oppressor comes in and takes over and do what they need to do, but the moment another black person comes in to show excellence, that's where the issue is. Got it. Now I see why y'all don't like black Americans. Because y'all be in y'all own land and have no control and give all y'all control over to these people. But black Americans, they can live somewhere where they're not the majority of the people and still have a say, still have some level of control, still have some social economic control over their own autonomy.
You see what I mean? He's messy as can be, but he's telling the truth. Black Americans are not the majority in America, but we do have some say. We don't have all the say. We don't have the majority of the say, but we do have some say in the American government. And we are respected proportionate to our numbers, which is about 14, 15, 16. We don't know how many of us there are. But we do have some control. We don't give all of the control over to the white people. And we don't worship white people in the sense that we will always choose a white person over a black person. We don't do it that way.
But yet in y'all own lands, y'all don't have no control. She only makes 7% of y'all's whole population, and she has way more power and control than y'all ever will in your own country. I see why y'all are upset. And this is why I keep telling everybody I'm for tribalism. Because as you can see, black Americans are the only group of people that want to see black people do good. Other places that have black people in it, they do not operate like that.
Now, this is surprising and disappointing as a black person to hear somebody say this. I don't know if he's telling the truth or not, but he has traveled more than I have. But black Americans like to see other black people do well. Black Americans hate to see other black people oppressed. We are just now learning that we are the anomaly because other people don't feel the same way that we feel. A lot of other black people don't want to see black people succeed. They rather see white people succeed. They rather see white people get the crown. And that's just weird to me.
At all. They don't want to see other black people do good. Hell, they barely want to see black people in their own countries do well. Now are y'all starting to see how these European nations were able to go into these places where it's 100% black. There's only like 10 or 20% of them coming in, but yet they were able to gain complete control over their resources, their economy, be able to tell them what's beautiful and what's not. Now you're able to see that now, huh? All that fucking infighting that y'all got going on, but y'all got all this fucking time for black Americans. Look like y'all need to get y'all own shit together. I see why y'all continent is in the way that it's in right now, because y'all give y'all power over to y'all fucking oppressor. And just to add insult to injury, y'all, they finally turning on this girl right here.
This is a South African singer, Tyla. And she did not make a big splash with Black Americans. Black Americans don't go for the color thing. They can keep that in South Africa. And they need to understand that when she comes to America, we have our own way of looking at race, and South Africa has its own way of looking at race. And when she comes to America, she comes to the land of black and white. And that's the way it is in America. In South Africa, they can do anything they want to. We don't care. But when she comes here, it's how we do things in our music genres. And if she wants to be a part of that, she needs to get with the program. And that goes for her and any other South African that comes here.
I told y'all South Africans are not real. She went and defended that Chidima girl, the black Nigerian girl who's run from Miss South Africa. Now all the South Africans call her Weena, Weena, Weena. Girl, I see why you left it. Like, I actually feel bad for you, because it's like, damn, you went to America, the black people can't stand you. And then now in your own country, the black people turn on you. I know that was your worst nightmare because I know you know the one thing about your country, they gonna praise you because you ain't black. But now they even turn on you because you supporting black. Damn. I mean, tell me you hate yourself without telling me you hate yourself. Oh, here you go.
Well, this was kind of funny. So y'all let me know what you think about the video. Thank you for listening and have a good evening.